Saturday morning.
We are Soulshine, and hey, it's great to have everybody here, both here, and online here. Well, you know what? So we're gonna do some chants for you, and we'd love for you to sing along. First off, if I can get everyone's attention. Hey! Jeez. Love the fact that you're socializing, but we got to cover some ground here. Silence your cell phones, please. And, okay, so we're going to do some songs. We'd love for you to sing along if you have a mind to do so. We don't sing from our seats, we sing from our feet. So we're going to have the lovely Miss Donna B take us through the first song.
The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is well.
Everybody sing with us. The words are on the screen. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is well. Sing it once more, everybody. Sing out. The God in me. Go. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. Beautiful. Keep going. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. All is beautiful. All is well. All is beautiful. All is
I think I'm gonna dance now. Well, okay, maybe not, but I'm gonna move anyway. Oh, oh, oh. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, oh, oh. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, oh, oh. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, oh, oh. The Spirit of God is upon me. I used to think that I had to. I used to think that I should.
Sing it.
Cause the scripture told me.
What they tell you, Eric?
It said you got to be good.
Oh, God.
So now I love cause I want to. Now I love cause I'm free. Guided by the Spirit, yeah. Cause the Spirit of God is upon me. Yes it is. Oh, look out. The Spirit of God is upon me. 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 Play magic fingers, play.
We do have, though, so we know it is the first Sunday in April, meaning today we are celebrating the birthdays from everybody in April. So if it is your birthday in April, could you raise your hand? Anybody? We have some
Parents'
kiddos.
birthday.
Parents too, everybody. So if you would with me, could we please sing happy birthday to these beautiful, beautiful people?
We're going to do happy birthday, dear everybody.
Dear everybody.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to
Thank you guys so much. Talk about setting some good energy for the day. It's lovely in here right now. It's bubbling in a lot of ways. Hi, I'm Ezekiel. I'm your steward for the day. Happy Easter. Welcome to the Unity Spiritual Community of Central Oregon. We are a wild soul sanctuary. And we celebrate Easter by howling. And by being here with a bunch of fun people in a fun place with children and music and joy. We have an Easter egg hunt going on later today. I mean, it's really going to be an absolutely wonderful Sunday. So thank you guys for coming and joining me. I really appreciate it. So since we are, goodness gracious, 150 some odd people coming from 150 different destinations with 150 different intentions, wants, desires, dreams. We take a moment at the beginning of our service to settle in, to gather our energy, even the bubbling, happy energy of the children, and set it together, to release where we came from, to release where we're going, to release expectations, and to settle into this one moment. So the way that I prefer to do that is by setting a tone. We will start with the tone of ah, followed by the tone of ooh, and we will finish with the tone of ee. Does that sound good to everybody? So if you feel so called, you can settle your feet into the ground. Feel the vibrant energy in the air. Settle in and take a deep breath with me. We'll begin with ah. Next we'll go ooh. And last, we will go E. You feel it. You feel the resonance, or maybe it's just me. But as we settle into those spaces, that is metaphysics. That is the experience which is beyond measuring, that we celebrate here, that we live in here, and that we get to experience here. Over here to our left, we have a chair. Has a beautiful candle next to it. This chair holds space for those who cannot be here, especially on today. Easter is a day that's charged for a lot of people in different ways, positively, negatively, whatever it happens to be, right? We have a lot of memories around Easter, a lot of experiences, and so allow this chair to hold space for those who you wish could be here with you now, experiencing this Easter with you, experiencing this community with you, experiencing this lens of the world. Also fits animals. Next, I want to celebrate our volunteers and say thank you. Myself, I'm a volunteer. Robin, who's back there with the basket with the eggs, came in here early. We were in here scrubbing the toilets. People were vacuuming the floors. Aaron is doing the greeting and doing all the plants. We'll talk about that later. People are setting up the chairs. Everything around here is volunteers. So if we can get a round of applause. Oh, Dan as well, with our youth. It's important. It really is important. People come in here and take time out of their legitimate lives to set space, hold space, and to create a container for all of us. And so if you feel the want to volunteer, the need to volunteer, you're looking for service, come and see us. We always have new things available. I also want to give one last shout out to the kitchen, especially on a day like today with as many people are in here. They are busting their butt back there, doing our dishes, scrubbing out the sink, everything. It's a lot. So thank you to them. Yes, extra clap. We like the claps. Next is our land acknowledgement. We give this at every service, and especially on a day of today, a holiday, where we are celebrating our society, our culture, our holiday here. Realize that we are not the first people here, and we will not be the last people here. So not only do we need to take a moment to recognize the Wasco, the Warm Springs, the Northern Paiute, the Klamath, and the Malala tribes, and the people who were here before us, stewarded this land, spent generations on this land, lived, died, and prospered on this land, we can also take that same intention, that same energy, and carry it forward with us, knowing that now we have an opportunity to be a good steward of this land. So what does that look like? Yeah, whatever that looks like for you, rest with it in your heart. On that note, all are welcome. That's a sign we have up here as it goes. All sizes, colors, cultures, sexes, beliefs, religions, ages, types, people, and politics. All are welcome inside of this room. We welcome all people to be here, to celebrate with us, to join with us, and to gather in love, harmony, and peace, especially on a day like today. Next, our vision statement. La-la. If you guys will read this with me. We are community committed to co-creating a world of unity, spiritual awakening, and loving kindness. That is what we are here for. That is what our board members are driving for. That is what our volunteers are driving for. That is what people are working for every day. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So join us, please. Next is our celebrations. So this is our Sunday celebration service. And that means that we like to take a moment to celebrate things that are happening inside of our community. This is not a time to put an ad out for your new class or your new thing that you have going on. But if you have something fun going on inside of your life, please raise your hand, and this very vivacious young gentleman will run you a microphone, and you can celebrate with us. You start with Victor right there, Leon. Heck yeah.
All right, good morning. I want to celebrate this Wednesday. I'll be driving to Portland to see David Byrne for the first time.
Yes.
I'm just celebrating the awesome weather we've had over the last couple days. I was out in it, and as you might see, I got a little cooked, a little toasted, but it was worth it, man. This is my time, and we got adventures coming, Bindi, so look out.
Nice. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for sharing with us. Go right across, Leon. Thank you so much. Oh, we'll get it back to you. Oh, he knew he was doing. He tricked you.
I'm celebrating making a high school basketball team only in 7th grade, and I think it's just a really good opportunity to grow like mentally and physically because they're kind of stronger, and I think it's just going to be a good season.
Yes, wonderful. Good for you. I know it'll be a good season. Leon, Mr. Davis right over there. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everybody. I am celebrating this morning a new friendship. Bob over there and his wife welcomed me into their home earlier this week, and we had a grand time. It's just nice to make connections with people. And so that's all it is, just friendship.
Oh my goodness, sorry. Took a little bit to stand up. I turned 40 this month. And I'm really excited. So I think this is the first birthday I've been excited for in a while.
Wonderful. Seffi in the back there, Leon. Rutger, you got it.
I haven't seen Florence and Leo, my friends, in about 1 or 2 months, and I got to see them again today, so I'm really happy about that, and I want to celebrate it.
Yay!
Okay. I'm celebrating the unity world because probably about 10 years ago I was in Santa Barbara and there was a visiting minister and she talked about who are we not to believe about the story about the rock? Who are we not to believe? So who are we not to believe in our magnificence? Who are we not to believe that everything is amazing? Who are we not to believe? So that unity message really stuck with me all these years. So thank you, Unity, for holding space about metaphysical principles and beauty.
Hello. Okay. So I volunteer with the Collaborative Youth Action Alliance Executive Council, and that is a youth council with the Deschutes County, but also covers the Tri-County area. We've been working on something very, very hard for a while, and we got the news that the project has been fully funded, and what we're doing is a youth subacute center, and that is for 14 to 17-year-olds on this side of the mountain, which never hasn't been. So now we get to have our youth have treatment here, and it will have availability. Yeah, it will have availability for any youngers that are experiencing emotional dysregulations, which I'm super, super, super stoked about because it was fully funded, and it'll be here built 2027. Yeah.
I'm celebrating my grandparents coming.
Yay! We love grandparents.
Thank you, Leah. I'd like to celebrate that last week I was visiting my sister in Phoenix and got a phone call from my daughter-in-law and son to say that they are expecting their first child. And
Grandfather.
I will be a grandfather in October.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to celebrate that today my wife Diane and I are celebrating our 20th wedding anniversary.
Hello. Has anybody not received an egg? An adult. Okay, so we got 2. Would you hand them out for me? One of each. Okay, in each of these eggs, oh, there's a third. Yeah, okay. In each of the eggs are 3 items that correlate with the minister's Reverend Williams' speech today. So when you're open them up when he gets on stage, and find out how they correlate with what he's saying in each item. There's 3 items in each of the eggs. Make sense? Okay, have fun.
Thank you. On my way. Leon abandoned me. You're okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm celebrating 2 weeks ago. I was invited to speak here, and it's just been an incredible experience ever since then. I've connected with several leaders of men's groups in Bend that listened to my talk and actually initiated conversations with me. So, like, the work is already starting to happen. I'm going to get invited into a couple men's groups to start some work around relationship healing between men and women, and I'm just feeling so alive, so grateful, so so enlivened in this passion work. So I just so appreciate that it started here, and it's going to continue to grow. So thank you.
I am celebrating 35 years with this incredible person. Yesterday was our anniversary.
You did it.
I'm celebrating that a year ago I read Mary Magdalene Revealed by Megan Watterson, and it's been a huge awakening and definitely like the divine feminine missing from the Christianity that I grew up with. And so He has risen were Mary's words, and it's a whole new meaning to Easter this year, and I'm really excited about it.
Okay, last ones. Sunday, Easter, we got to celebrate a lot.
Hi, I'm Jackie, and I am celebrating. Next week, I'll have 6 months completely sober off of everything, and I'm super proud of myself. And I'm here celebrating my best friend Tip, and I have 2 of my daughters here, and my daughter's boyfriend. So, yeah, I'm happy.
I'm celebrating that I made varsity wrestling as a freshman.
Wonderful. Look at all the celebrations. That was so great. Now it's time to celebrate the children. If the kids want to come on up here, you can start. You don't have to come up if you don't want to, but we get to do our blessing. And now the kids are going to have a fun day today. I'll let Dan talk about it a little bit when he makes his way up here. I think he's back there. Hey, Robin, you want to go snag Dan from the back? He's in the office. Russell's on it. Wow, look at all the kids we got today. Arthur says no. He says, no, thank you. No.
Good morning again. We are going to do a lesson today on inner beauty and loving ourselves. And we're going to do an Easter egg hunt. So the big kids, the Uniteens, are putting together the hunt for the littles, which is fabulous. Thank you guys so much for your help. We appreciate you. And yeah, that's all I've got.
All right, we get a hello.
The Uniteens is the 10 to 14, so middle school age, and they have been working hard. They made 800 eggs. We have a whole rear playground area here on our campus where we will be having the Easter egg hunt for the nest children. And then for the nursery children over here in the Unity Garden, we will be having a small Easter egg for them, hunt for them that's, safe, if you will. So, thank you so much for attending.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. You guys will say this with me, though, this big group of children. We appreciate the holy gift you are. We see the divine light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. Go have fun, children. We'll see you afterwards. Bye, guys. It's been really fun to watch our children's program expand, and Tiffany and Dan and Leah. It's amazing all the work that's going in with our children's program. So thank you to them. It's been really fun to watch. And if you ever want to volunteer with the kids, background check, a little bit of information, come on down. We really enjoy anybody who wants to volunteer with the kiddos. I go and volunteer any moment that I'm available, and it's really rewarding. It really, really is, especially if you don't have grandchildren. Jumping in with the younger kids 4 to 11 is really fun. The things that come out of their mouth are hilarious. It's a pretty fun way to spend a Sunday afternoon. We have assisted listening available. We jump past that, but it is important for you guys to know that if you can't hear me with how loud I am, then you should probably look into our assisted listening, and you can speak to me afterwards. We can make sure that we have it available. Next, we'll go on to our weekly announcements. So once again, we have wonderful events happening here on a weekly basis. Sacred Sound Bath tonight at 6 p.m., Lisa Swisher. Men's group Monday at 6 p.m. with Eric. Let's Get Metaphysical, Tuesdays at 10:30. This is actually canceled this week. Eric Lowry should have been reaching out to you individually by email if you're a member of the group. But if you're a new member of the group, this week is not a week to show up. Community Kirtan and Heart Circle, this is on the 12th, so next Sunday at 4 p.m. And Community Drum Circle is next Saturday at 11 a.m. It might be 10:30 as well. Check that on the calendar online in case there was an adjustment. Two things that have changed. Wednesday, midweek alignment. This is something that leadership is doing their best to try to come up with a good offering for you guys on Wednesdays. We're looking at a bunch of different options of what that's going to look like. We have some sound baths we're already booking and some other exciting things. We'll bring you more information about that as we go along. All Levels Yoga returns April 16th with Shriman when he comes back, but I know there's other conversations about expanding and giving more yoga opportunities here, so be on the lookout for those as they come up. Embodied Self-Awareness. This is with Reverend Beth Miller, who's going to be doing our meditation today, April 7th to May 12th. The deadline for sign up is today. If you've not had an opportunity to work with Beth Miller or to even dive into developing a common communicative language or communication language or common communicative tools to be used inside of your relationships, Beth Miller is a really wonderful person to help teach you to do that. There's a 1 p.m. and a 6 p.m. class. I know that she is looking for more people for the 1 p.m. or the 6 p.m. is definitely going to be going. So if you're interested, the night is a good one to go to. Next, Easter egg hunt. Calling all kids today starts 20 minutes after service. So we know that we have our foyer filled with all this lovely talk and everything going on, the communion. Make sure that we also step outside and get to see all the lovely joy of the children searching for the eggs and giggling and having fun and really soak that in. And please participate if you feel called. Frame drumming workshop, this is April 25th with a man, Moksha Marquette. He is coming down here from Portland. He's a wonderful painter and an artist from up in the Portland area. If you're interested, I believe there's only 4 available spots for this. If you've never made a hand drum before, it's an opportunity to not only do something creative and tactile with your hands, but also build a sacred item for your home in a lot of ways. So check it out if you're interested. More good stuff. We have printed calendars out front. They are available if you want to take them home with you. They're also out front on the chalkboard if you're looking for them if you come by throughout the week. And we also have them available online. There's tons of stuff happening here at Unity on a very regular basis, so please check it out. Make sure that you're up to date on our calendars. And for now, we will bring up Mr. Victor to be giving us a song.
One man come in the name of love, one man come and go. One man come he to justify, one man to overthrow. In the name of love, what more in the name of love? In the name of love, what more in the name of love? One man caught on a barbed wire fence, one man he resists. One man washed upon an empty beach, one man betrayed with a kiss. In the name of love, what more in the name of love? Early morning, April 4, shot rings out in the Memphis sky. Free at last, they took your life. They could not take your pride. In the name of love, what more in the name of love? In the name of love, what more in the name of love? In the name of love, what more in the name of love? In the name of love, what more in the name of love? Of love, of love, of love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. In the name of love.
Eric, I got it. I undid the XLR. You're good. So today, other than rescuing puppies from XLR cables, you're okay, nothing to be sorry about. We're just making light. Our minister has asked that our meditation comes before our talk, a little different than what we're used to inside of our flow. And so Miss Beth Miller is going to be presenting a wonderful meditation for us, Platform 1, to drop us into a nice, receptive space.
Yeah, so just be with your body, your breath. Notice your feet on the floor. Yeah, if there's any, just allowing yourself to relax into your body. We're going to focus on the living light within you, within all of us, that is radiant and whole and expressing that which is the truth and the light, which during Easter, it's a time of really remembering the rising of this, the rising that we can do with our love, with our light. So I'm going to play this shuti box, which creates a tone. It's one tone. And what we're going to do with that, if you so choose, is to start out humming. Hum with it, because when we hum, or we can do ah, I'll do a little bit of talking, but I'm going to we're going to do the shuti box. The toning and the humming can help us relax our brain and connect more with the truth of ourselves, our intuition. It vibrates our body. So I encourage you to do that with me as I play this tone for you. So allowing a hum maybe to start out with. Just feel your body and what that feels like, allowing it to relax and connect in with yourself in preparation for the message today. Allowing your light and truth to rise. And if you feel so called, you want to do an ah or a om, you're welcome to do those sounds also, whatever comes to you. Feeling that energy of letting go and just rising. Letting your light shine, be here. Noticing your body, your mind. So also knowing that we rise together, we're not separate. We are one divine presence expressing. And as we come back together and end the meditation, just allowing yourself to feel what's here as we prepare for William's talk.
Now it's Easter. It's a day. And as it's a day, we get the lovely opportunity to listen to our spiritual leader, William Gregory, bring us a message grounded probably not in traditional message, Christianity, but a message grounded in experience, a message grounded in poetry, if we know him at all, a message grounded in the astrological, in the metaphysical, and more than anything else, a message founded in love. So without further ado, Mr. William Gregory, come on up.
Did you see all those kids on stage? Oh my God. There was a lot of precious little kids up here. And I want to just thank Dan. If you see Dan and Megan, I mean, that's, yeah, for the Easter egg hunt today. Goodness sakes, this is my first Easter talk. And for me, I like to look up the history of things. I like to know the etymology of words. I like to understand the story behind the story. That's always been really important to me. And one thing I've learned is that Easter is old, man. Easter's been celebrated for eons. And hang on, time out. Our forefathers and our foremothers celebrated Easter before the Bible. Celebrated Easter during the Ice Age. I mean, this goes back, and it's bigger than the Bible, and it's bigger than Christianity. There's a lot to it. And so it is my desire to create a lens for us to look at Easter. And unity is a spiritual movement with 5 basic principles. One being that God is everything, and that we're part of that. We're part of that divine everything. And there's a spark of that divine everything within each one of us. So right now, as you sit in your seat, you're hearing these words. You're looking out of those eyes. There is something in you that is bigger than a body. We're doing time in a body, but there's something to us that's older than that existed before we took our first breath, that will exist after this body takes its last exhalation. There is a part of us that goes on. So we're part of this all thing, and we are co-creators in it. The person perceiving the experiment affects the experiment. We are players in this life. What we think, what we believe, the frequency we carry matters. It affects everything around us. So as we look at these Easter stories, let's not think of it as though it's something out there. Let's remember we're part of this. In unity, we look at the Bible metaphysically. So these are stories about God, but they're all parts that play with us internal. We're playing different roles within us now. We have the male and female within us now. We have leaders and followers within us now. We have aspects of us that play out through different roles and scenes and plays and stories that go throughout and are written in the history of time. So I love words. Words are clumsy, but that's what we got. So the word Easter is derived from the Old English Ester, referring to a spring festival. And the word Ester is linked to the name of a pagan goddess associated with the spring festival for fertility. And so if you can imagine, during the Gregorian eras of us, we would have this time in the winter where everything became cold and stark. The leaves fell off the trees, and everything gestated in the ground, in the darkness, in the mother of the earth. And then in spring, these seeds started to sprout, and they saw that as a resurrection of life. They made it through the brutal winter, and things started to grow again. Let's put on our finest clothes. I dressed in my Easter shirt. I'm an Easter egg. Put on my shiny shoes for Easter. I even trimmed my nose hairs for this. In many languages, the name for Easter is derived from the Hebrew word Pesach. And it's a little known fact that Jesus was a Jew. And that the Bible, and even the New Testament, was written by Jewish people. And one thing is so the cradle of our Western civilization, and I want to take a moment and honor all the other spring rituals from China, from Polynesia, from Siberia, from North Dakota. I mean, there were many. But we're mainly dealing with the cradle of civilization around the Mediterranean that started the Western civilization. So there's some technical things in this. And I'd like to thank my dear friend Devin Malone, who helped me research this and brainstorm this talk. And also my wife, who sat in on those brainstorming things and brought her own view and brought up points that I would like to make today. So this is really cool. This is kind of technical, but it's also a little known fact that our civilizations considered Easter to be the beginning of the year. It was considered the beginning of the year. In fact, the early Romans didn't even have names for the winter months, because that was just a time where there was little activity. There wasn't a lot going on. And so we have this thing about calendars, which I thought was really interesting. I'm going to read this now. Follow with me. It's a little technical, but it's worthy of noting. So Easter falls on the first Sunday after the full moon, after the spring equinox. So that's kind of weird, because this is a leftover from a time when we went by a different calendar. Now, the Eastern Orthodox, they celebrate it a little differently. It's the first Sunday after the March 21st Passover, or the first full moon after the first astronomical spring equinox. Now, the Vatican follows a Gregorian calendar, which was established in 1582. The Eastern Orthodox uses a corrected Julian calendar, which the calculation is determined by the Council of Nicaea, the dreaded Council of Nicaea. The spirit of the calendar is rooted in political division. So the Julian calendar was implemented in 46 BC by Julius Caesar, who happened to name a month after himself. And he claimed that the priests of that time had omitted days or shortened his term as Caesar. So he literally smashed the lunar calendar and made his own calendar based on the sun. And this was the first time we started to separate the natural calendar, which was a relationship between the moon and the sun, the male and the female, to go to a solar calendar that fit his secular viewpoint and also gave himself glory. So in order to implement his calendar, 46 BC was 445 days long. January 1st became the official new year of Rome, where they swore in their elected officials, replacing the spring equinox as the Anna Purana, or the goddess circle, of the year. Caesar literally smashed the stone tablet that had the lunar calendar. And due to the calculation in the era in the Julian calendar, each year Easter would fall earlier in the year, so closer to winter. And they had to correct that by just adding days to the calendar, which comes up to what is time? What is time? But it was also interesting to me that we went from this balanced calendar, the solar and lunar, to a secular calendar. It was just interesting in how far we've gone away from a relationship with the planet we live on, with the mother we live on. So there's other many Easter celebrations, and they have patterns. You know, I'm always into patterns. And so we're looking at this from a viewpoint that's bigger than just a Christian viewpoint, because there's spirituality and sacredness woven in all of this. But the biggest thing is for us to remember our relationship with the planet we live on, to remember our connection to that we're part of this. And it's my desire for us to know this, and it's, hang on, time out. So the idea that we all have the ability to bless, we all have the ability to nurture. And these times during the year are reminders of that we dance a dance with this planet. We dance a dance with these seasons. We dance a dance with this sun that crosses the sky and the moon that crosses the sky, that we are part of this. And it matters. And there are other eras and genres and people and places and civilizations that had similar experiences with this, and there are common threads, and I would like to look at that. So the Babylonians called it Aikitu, the New Year's celebration, because back then the New Year started with spring. That was the generation of life, the male coming back into it, the generation which has been held within the mother over the winter months. Tammuz was the god of shepherds, and he would die in the fall, and he would be resurrected in the spring by the goddess Ishtar, who goes into the underworld to resurrect him. It was a celebration of barley, dyed eggs, wine, and of course, baklava. And there's a beautiful note that Devin wrote about this celebration, which was on the 5th day of the festival of the Babylonians. The high priest would strip the king naked and slap him until he cried. And his I almost didn't say that one. And his tears were a sign of the prosperity to come in the new year. So the Egyptians, the New Year's celebration in the spring, during the first full moon after the spring equinox. The return of Osiris, depicted with green skin and a shepherd's crook, a god of fertility. Osiris, after being murdered, betrayed, and disassembled by his brother Set, was scattered across the lands. Then the goddess Isis gathered the parts to reassemble him for his resurrection in the spring. Osiris was the moon god, and the phases of the moon were in the symbol of his pieces being collected. A festival of honey, wine, ballady bread, special bread, the return of the floods of the Nile, and painted eggs. The Hebrew, which is Pesach, meaning Passover, which was the first full moon of Nisan, which was the first full moon after the spring equinox. The marking of lamb's blood at the entrance of the home to protect for the firstborn from the angel of death, and the final plague sent to the Egyptians to free the Hebrews from slavery. A celebration with unleavened bread, wine, a feast, and a roasted egg, colored by the roasting of the shell. Now the ancient Greeks, there was Anastasia, which we're getting closer to the word Easter, the first full moon of the lunar year, similar to the Chinese New Year. Dionysus was the god of agriculture and wine, known for turning water into wine at weddings. Also, there's a legend of him turning a river into wine. Dionysus was his return. He was a son of Persephone and Zeus. Hera was sent the Titans to dismember Dionysus and string him across the land. And Rhea was the goddess who resurrected Dionysus. Offerings were made to the deceased for celebration of the resurrection and the fertility of the land. In the Persian culture was the spring equinox of the new year. An ancient king assembled a jeweled throne and raised it to the heavens. He sat on it, and it shined like the sun to end an extremely long winter. It was a celebration of feasts, new wine, bread, and fertility. Spring cleaning was done to invite ancestors into the home, which is where a big part of the tradition of spring cleaning. But what I thought was really interesting was the cleaning of the home was to invite the wisdom and the presence and the guidance and the benevolence and the nurturing of the ancestors, to honor the lines and the lineages that come down to us, to honor the sacrifices and the guidance and the love that we have for our ancestors, to clean that place within our home, to bring in new life, to let go of the old, to bring in new life. Now, the Julian New Year, the Romans, was the Anna Purana, or the goddess circle, celebrated as the first full moon after the spring equinox. Now, Mars, which I found interesting, which we all see as the god of war, but Mars was also the god of agriculture, spring, and growth. And this was celebrated by food, the libum cakes, wine, and spring fruits. Easter is a celebration of spring and the resurrection of God seen in the vegetation of the earth in the beginning of its blooms. The Savior comes forth from new growth. The resurrected dead provide us with wisdom of knowledge handed down through generations and the nutrients that grow up from the earth that we bury them in. And in the story of Jesus, Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey, and he was welcomed by crowds shouting, Hosanna. This is a triumph on Palm Sunday. And then he went to the temple, and he cleansed the temple and overturned the tables and got rid of the money changers. And then there was the Last Supper. Jesus shared a Passover meal with his disciples, initiating communion and washing their feet. The betrayal and arrest by Judas Iscariot. He was betrayed. The trial and denial. Jesus was tried by religious leaders, denied by Peter, and brought before Pontius Pilate, who washed his hands. And goodness sakes, I had the Bible thumped into me when I grew up. And we didn't celebrate Easter, but we celebrated something called the memorial of Jesus' death. And it was a sacred and solemn thing. And I remember always reading that about Jesus going before Pontius Pilate. And he says, this is the truth. And Pontius Pilate scoffed at him. And Pontius Pilate said, what is truth? Because in Pontius Pilate's world, Caesar spoke what was true, whether it was actually true or not. Whatever Caesar said was true. And he was there because he was Caesar's yes man. I implore each one of us to explore what is truth for us and to make a stand for that truth. Because truth is bigger than corporations, institutions, political parties, and religions. And I would also like to invite you, when we see this idea of the gestation of wintertime, many of us came to the burning bowl ceremony. We did a burning bowl ceremony on the summer solstice, or on the summer, the shortest day of the year, the winter solstice. And we wrote down what we want to accept and what we want to let go of, what our affirmations are for our lives. As sovereign human beings on the face of this planet, we wrote down our highest wishes or what we wish to let go of, and we burned those in that burning bowl. I would like you to revisit that, because right now we're at a time of fertility, and fertility is bigger than making babies, baby. The fertility of our creativeness, the fertility of our forgiveness, the fertility of us to be able to see it all in a new way that leaves us empowered. The ability to take action and step forth boldly, even in our own lives. To behold the executive function of how we live our lives, our habits, our beliefs. Let that bloom, let that prosper in us. We're here for no ordinary reason. This is a significant time in human history. And it's not important that we know the way. The way knows the way. But as we take that first step, we become the way. And so it is. I love you all.
To the left, Eric.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. And move mountains, we gon' walk it out. And move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves will rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, yeah. When the silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we will take the world to its feet and move mountains. We'll bring it to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. Oh yeah, all we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will rise, we will rise up. We'll rise up. Rise like the day, we'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again. Whoa, we'll rise up. Rise like the day, we'll rise up. Rise unafraid, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again. Oh, we'll rise up. Rise in the air, we'll rise up. While you're sitting in your chair, when we can rise up. Come on, rise up. Oh, yeah, yeah, come on. Oh, rise up. Reach out a hand, not just in this room, but across this land. Oh, we don't need proximity. All we are is energy. This is how the world could be, hand in unity. Oh, rise up. Rise like the day, we'll rise up. Rise unafraid, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again. That's right, keep singing. Oh, we'll rise up. Yeah, rise. Today we'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, 1,000,000 times. We're gonna rise up. Rise every day, we'll rise up. Rise unafraid, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you.
If you would be kind enough to join me in prayer. Let us feel the center of our being. And let us know that we are the center of everything we experience. That we come from the inside out. That our source and origin are sacred. That in spite of outside circumstances and occurrences, here in the center of us, we are whole. That we are part of something that's beautiful, something that ohms throughout the cosmos, that we reside on a beautiful jewel hanging in space, and that we matter. We are worthy. Our worthiness is not subject to outside perspectives. And let us know in our bones that we have a seat here, that we have a purpose, and that the cosmos itself will bend over backwards for our highest good. And so it is.
Let's take a minute and fill out our prayer claim forms. They're either on the sheets in front of you. I think they're the blue sheets, green sheets. Green sheets. And then there'll be a code up here on the board. Digital's your friend. Hey, I'm almost there. Give you a minute for the prayer requests and we'll sing our song.
Breathe in and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know breathe in and know I am and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I
Welcome if you're new. Thank you for joining us today. It's been a wonderful service. Really has. There's blue cards in the back of the chairs where the green prayer cards are as well. If you feel called, you can fill it out, and we won't try to sell you anything, but it does allow us to stay in contact with you, and you can sign up for our newsletter and find out what all these quirky people are up to on a weekly basis. And it helps us stay in contact. So is there anybody new who wants to raise their hand and say hi for any reason? No? That's okay. Thank you so much for joining us. I know we have some new faces. Next, if our greeters will come on up with, we got bunny rabbit ears from Russell. We got good outfits. So as I spoke about, we are a volunteer-run community, and as a 501(c) nonprofit, we are also a contribution-ran community. Hi, Amory. So good to see you. So today, we believe that there's a flow to finance. There's a flow to money. There's an energetic exchange that occurs inside of our existence. We are asking that we get to be one of those transaction points. We get to be one of the energetic exchanges that you have in your life. And we use that energy for charity, for sound baths, for kirtan, for singing, for prayer, for kids programs. We're doing a lot of really good stuff with your energy. So when the basket comes by today, either give a prayer, an intention, some good thoughts, a 5, a 10, a 20, 100, whatever it is, put it in the basket. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And because we believe in claiming before claiming the prosperity that's always going to come, we together are going to read our next offering. From the love of the pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We call forth healing, blessing, and prosperity through them. They are evidence of our faith and our belief. Through them, good work is done in the world, and abundance flows back to us, multiplied. And so it is. Take it away, Dave.
In my heart, I got gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you.
toda rabba. I just want to say thank you for it all.
Thank you for it all.
That was some good improv.
Thank you.
Always appreciate Eric's improv. If you have an egg, feel free to open it. Feel free, please. Now is the moment, if you haven't been told already. Open them up, enjoy them. We will be having a talk about afterwards with Mr. Gregory. They'll realize it may be a little short with all the exciting things that we have going on. So if you're interested, please feel free to hang out here. And everybody, hang on, time out. This is important. Don't water the plants. I'm dead serious. Right? This is like that important that I just did a hang on, time out thing. So for everybody who's in here, this was a special announcement today. Please, 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 no watering the plants. And no bringing your dishes into the foyer, into here, into the sanctuary, please. So now, since it's Sunday and it's Easter and we have all these celebrating and all these things to do, we're going to close out our ceremony with a beautiful prayer of intention to hold us through this week as we go forward. So if you could read it with me. Holy light shines within and all around me. A presence of love that is always there. I am that presence. I am a radiant field of love energy. I am holy light. My essence cradles and guides me. I am a gift in this world. I go forth from here in joy to bless the world with my loving light. And so it is, everybody. Happy Easter. Be blessed.
Whoa, yeah, yeah. One more time. I got gratitude in my heart. Woo! Gratitude in my soul. In my soul, baby. And I just want to say thank you. Happy Easter. I just want to say thank you. Have a good week. I just want to say thank you for. I'm going to go drink some hot tea.